Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Umadlali Epo and this is the platform where we elevate and inspire your mindset for success. Remember, in our last video we talked about the ultimate formula for success, and I hope that you really learned 2 or 3 things from that video. And let me just recap on the points that I shared with you in my previous video. I stated that the number one ultimate formula for success is that you must know what you want, because after all, how are you going to have the things that you want if in the first place you don't know exactly what you want? And the second point, I stated that you must take action. Action. It is what separates the winners from the losers, because the losers always know what to do, but they never take action. They always know how to be successful, but they never apply the principles, and they never work out their success on their daily basis. But as for the winners, they always make sure that they take action and work their way out through to make their life a success. And lastly, they always make sure that they evaluate on their actions or their plans, and if it is not working, they keep on changing, they keep on replacing or coming up with new ways of becoming or making their ideas better. And it is just what you really need to do, first of all, as your basic plan to success. And today I will take you through to understanding exactly how are you really going to make this success, because after all, most of us, or not all people, are born from successful people. And if we don't have the people whom we can look to, up to, the models or the people we are admiring who are successful, we are never going to know how to really go through this journey of success. That's why it is important for you to model the successful people, do what they do, create habits that are in line with their habits, adopt their beliefs into your belief system, and you'll just realize that as you shift and work your way throughout this journey of success, it is never going to be an easier journey, especially someone who don't have any education about success. Because one powerful thing that I learned is that successful people, they have a way of thinking and making their lives a success, and they have certain beliefs, which is the number one way of modeling the successful people. It is through adopting their beliefs. That is to say that you have to look into what are they doing, and what are their beliefs about success, what are their beliefs about marriage, what are their beliefs about money. Because I know that most of the time we are growing up from religious families, and we have certain beliefs, but those beliefs, if I can tell you this, that they are really hindering us, or they are really blocking us to succeed in life. That's why we really need to have people whom we can look up to, who are already successful in any field that we want to go through or to pursue. Look into their beliefs and instill or install their beliefs into your own belief structure. Because some people grew up thinking that money is the root of all evil, but As you learn, you'll start to recognize that the lack of money is the root of all evil, because all the misery and all the suffering and all the negative behavior of all the people who are stealing and doing all sorts of things, it is because of lack of money. Money is important, and money, it helps us to buy the experiences that we would like to have. Money, it gives us different possibilities. It gives us options. If you have money, you can do anything that you want anytime. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to think, if I spend this much, it means that tomorrow I won't be having money to use, maybe to buy food or for my taxi fare. If you have a solid, strong financial background and you have that abundance of money, you are free. You have peace of mind. You can sleep, you can breathe, guys. If you don't have money, sometimes you just can't breathe. You're always thinking, your mind never rests. But if you have money, your mind find rest. That's why it is important for us to make sure that we model the beliefs of successful people. I know that sometimes there are certain things or certain characters or traits that we may not like about our coaches or our mentors, but in life, nobody is ever perfect. We are always growing and becoming better. We are always growing from our mistakes and becoming better people. And the most important thing is to focus in exactly the things that you would like to duplicate or to learn from such kind of people, the beliefs that will help you to achieve your goals. And the second point is that you need to duplicate their mental syntax. What do I mean by mental syntax? A syntax is simply an order or sequence of words, and it relates to how we are normally using our senses on daily basis. For example, let's take this example. A dog beat Johnny. A dog beat Johnny. So in that case, one thing that you can notice is that Johnny is a victim because a dog beat him. And we can also say it in this way: Johnny beat the dog. Johnny beat a dog. Let me use a instead of the. Johnny beat a dog. If you can look both into these sentences, their order and their sequence, there's nothing different. All that I need is, or all that I added to this was to just shift the sentence or to just shift the order of words. And in this case, the second example, Johnny beat the dog. Johnny is not a victim, but he is the master of the dog. And that's the same thing that we should always use or relate to our lives. One thing powerful I learned is that nothing has a meaning in life. It is what we explain it to be or what we give it to be. Nothing in life has a meaning. I know that we have a lot of experiences that we have experienced so far, and in our society, our friends, our families, they have taught us that if a certain thing happens to you, it means that one, two, three. If, for example, if someone mistreats you, you know, it is important for you to make sure that you just ignore the person, you just cut your connections with the person. You know, these are the things that we learn every day in our society, but nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning, and that's depend entirely on you. It depends entirely on you. How are you going to interpret those disappointments, those heartbreaks, those cheats, those moments whereby you feel like things are not going in a way that you anticipated them to be going? When things are not going in or according to your plan, you have to change their syntax. And as we model successful people, there are certain traits, there are certain qualities that we learn from them when they are or when they pass through challenges, how they have overcome them. Because those attitudes and beliefs that are going to help us to be able to stand strong in our trying times. They are going to help us to be firm and to hold dearly to our dreams and our visions in our trying times. That's why it is important for us to learn how to look into life with a perception or with perceptions that can really empower us, because after all, we are responsible to empower our own selves. We are responsible to make sure that every time when our tank is empty, we fill ourselves up. No one is ever going to fill us up when we are empty. But as we model and learn from these people, the knowledge, the wisdom that they have used to stand and to be able to overcome their challenges, it is what is going to carry us in our lives. And the last step to modeling the successful people is you should learn how to duplicate their physiology. You know, this is one thing powerful that I learned, that, you know, as we really go through a lot of emotional experiences in our lives, at some point we are not even aware how we are really creating these emotions by our bodies, our senses, how we are carrying ourselves around and how we are moving. You know, for example, for one to be in a depressed state, they have to be low, their voices have to be down, they have to walk slowly, you know, that mental and that baggage that they carry with them to show that they are in pain. But you know, two people in the same circumstance of life, death, maybe death of their loved one, they can react or they can respond to this in different ways. Like I said, the other one can be depressed, can sleep all day long, you know, stay low. But the other one may decide to say that, you know what, I am going to stay firm, I'm going to stay strong, and I'm going to make sure that, you know what, losing this person, it doesn't take away my joy. I still have to find my way out to make sure that I bounce back to life. You can see that these people, the other one is so low and the other one is so powerful. And these are the things that we should really pay attention into, because there are signals that we are always sending to our brains to react in a certain way. And the moment we send those signals to our brains, it automatically impacts our physiology, our body, how we are moving our bodies, how we are doing certain things. And if we are not careful, you may find yourself not effective, not productive, just because these habits, they have been embedded into your subconscious mind or to your system, your inner system. Because what we do is normally as a result of our habits, the habits that we have adopted over the years. And we all know that to kill a habit or to deal with a habit is not something that is easier. Therefore, pay attention to this as you model successful people. Model their beliefs. What is it that they believe that helps them to stay encouraged and motivated, working towards their dreams and goals? And the second point is, you should duplicate their syntax, their mental syntax. How these people are they handling situations and challenges that are always coming into their lives? And thirdly, you should make sure that you duplicate their physiology, that energy that they have, that power to go through life and to navigate through the issues of life and to emerge out as victorious or as victors. How are they doing it? You're not going to be perfect, but it is important to take those small steps every day, bit by bit, because the more you do it, you'll see the results, and the results will drive you closer and closer to getting what you want. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in to my YouTube channel until this end. And I have a gift for you guys to just say thank you for watching my content. Please make sure that you click that link and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until we meet in our next episode, thank you very much for tuning into my channel.